Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Attacker72 here, and for today, we are gonna sub some recent Nintendo news for today's video. And for today, we've got to sub 3 different topics. All of them are Nintendo related and such. The first news we have to talk about is the sales for the Nintendo Switch and how much hardware units it sold. The second one has something to do with the Pokémon Legends Arceus and how its sales are going in the first week. And the third one are questions being answered by Nintendo, but one of the questions has something to do with the concept and especially NFTs. Yes, I know the whole thing that has been going on for the past few months. I do not understand its concept at all, but we're just gonna talk about it throughout this entire news section. But with that, let's not waste time and let's get straight into the news. First off, let's talk about the sales and what's going on with the Nintendo Switch console, and it states right here on Twitter, per Nintendo, Switch has now sold 103.54 million units. It has passed Wii and is Nintendo's most successful console ever. No console in video game history has passed 100 million faster. And I have to say, it is definitely impressive to see the Switch getting this much popularity. Remember those times when the Wii U was definitely Nintendo's, kind of worst console out there, just right next to the Virtual Boy and such? Now we get to see the Switch in all of its glory, and as the years went by, this has became Nintendo's best successful console out there, and is by far one of the best home consoles in video game history. I know saying that is going to trigger a whole fan base, but it's really true when you see about it. And even though the Wii is one of my childhood consoles to play, I do want to say that the Switch has by far one of the best things that we've ever seen, with a big library, many games, and especially Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold in like crazy. And even though it has problems to this day, we cannot deny that this is one of Nintendo's best consoles they have ever shown off, and if not the most successful one they've gotten. Speaking of sales, our next news segment is the fact for Pokémon Legends Arceus and how it's going on its first week. And according to the Nintendo Switch Japanese data, Pokémon Legends Arceus has sold 1.42 million copies, making it the second best-selling Switch title of all time in its first week, just right behind Animal Crossing New Horizons, which sold at around 1.88 million copies. But for Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and Shine and Pearl, which came out a few months ago, it only sold at around 1.39 million copies / units. So yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus. If this game I've been hearing is really this good and is like actually refreshing to the entirety of the Pokemon series, then I definitely had to buy this game at some point. I have no idea when or I'm not sure when I'm gonna buy it, and I've been hearing a lot of positivity and a little negativity on Pokemon Legends Arceus and how good the game is. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but when I do, then I just want to see why this game is really refreshing to the Pokemon series at that point. But now we got ourselves to the last news segment on Nintendo answering a few questions from David Gibson. Here we got ourselves the results call highlights from Nintendo. The first question is, are new users buying older titles? What is the trend? And their answer, in last FY of the first party volumes, around 60% was cataloged. In 3Q it was 50%. Want to release titles that suit up each type of user this year into the next year. The next question, how does 4Q Arceus / Kirby impact on 4Q guidance? For 23M hardware goal, we have plenty of procurement, but do not have visibility for logistics and especially overseas. Software guidance not really changed for 4Q and depends on how titles go. And then they continue on. Arceus' initial momentum has been pretty good. Had thought since it's one game while other Pokemon games titles are two, that it would not perform the same, but existing and new users are interested in the title, plus Kirby will be released. The next question is demand slash supply recently. Before holiday, we felt that we met demand with supply, but from November, we saw shortage and not enough OLED or OLED in particular. This shortage has continued into December and January. The next question, semiconductor visibility. We don't have good visibility, not changing, but we were able to sell in holiday season similar to last year. Next year have low visibility. We'll want to produce as many as possible. The next question is 98M playing users. How does it compare to Wii? It is important at KPI and we find it meaningful, plus other KPIs, but versus Wii, the functions of Switch are very different, so comparison is not meaningful. How think about the 98M versus next console. Into the 6th year of the Switch, and we are maintaining momentum. We are looking at how to expand and grow this 100 users, leading to the next gen device. And then there is this certain question that many fans, including myself, were nearly freaked out, and that was the fact of where they talked about NFTs and the Metaverse. How think about Metaverse and NFT? Their answer was this: we do have interest in this area. We feel the potential in this area, but we wonder what joy we can provide in this area, and this is difficult to define right now. So yeah, this was the part I was talking about. The questions we've gotten is pretty interesting, especially with the hardware and in the fact that they kind of had doubts with Pokémon Legends Arceus not performing well, unlike the other Pokemon games. But NFTs are a concept, like I said, is something I do not understand how it got popular to begin with. I mean, it's been going on for a few months, and to be honest, personally, I do not like the concept of NFTs and, you know, the whole thing in general and all. But the thing about it is that this was getting misconcepted by a lot of people on Twitter, and myself by accident included. But it turns out, it states that, to be clear, the answer was mainly focused on the Metaverse, but not the NFTs. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense of why they only mentioned the Metaverse, but not NFTs, as they did stated that they do wonder what joy they can provide in this area. Meaning, they might not find any joy with the NFTs and Nintendo altogether. Well, and many big companies are straight up doing this. Nintendo has yet to even decide. And, you know, I can at least be glad that despite Nintendo's problems in the past, I can at least say that they aren't pretty much in the NFT route yet anyways. But yeah, these are all the news I had to cover in this entire video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this. What do you all think of the Switch sales being the best and successful console that Nintendo has ever made in their entire gaming and company? What do you all think of Pokemon Legends Arceus being the second most big game for the Switch in its first week? And what do you all think of the questions I've covered, especially with Nintendo talking about Metaverse and the whole thing of NFTs and all? Oh my goodness, I don't know what to say about this, but I want to know all your opinions down below. And so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, and if you guys do not want to subscribe, then that's completely fine by me. Follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this: once a legend, always a legend. Like a Hellcat.